Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Shout out to Sean Strickland. He got a big W, and I thought he was going to get knocked out in the second round. I was wrong. It was a 5-round fight. A messed up decision, by the way. That had to be misread. It had to be meant for Strickland to win like that. But Paulo Costa had a lot of struggles in that fight, and a lot of people do, just because of how Sean Strickland fights. But anyways, back to the title of this video. I do believe Sean Strickland will be champion again very soon. And here's why. You know, with the way he came out and fought, despite losing, he still came back and fought a guy outside the top 5 in Paulo Costa, who's very dangerous and fun to watch fight. And who can fight really good, by the way. Shout out to Paulo Costa, too. I'm a fan of his also. But he won pretty convincing fashion. He didn't finish it, but I mean, a win's a win. It doesn't matter. It was a top 10 guy, the co-main event. He just fought back in January. So that wasn't very long ago for him. And I do believe Sean Strickland will be champion. I like how he came out and fought. He didn't feel sorry for himself. He just said, hey, it is what it is. He came out with the right mentality. He didn't make any mistakes. He fought a smart fight. He was the aggressor. He was in Paulo's face all night. And that's something a lot of fighters don't like to do. And the way he won was very impressive. So that tells me he wants that gold back, you know. And yeah, I do believe he'll beat Izzy again if he fights him, or he'll beat Dricus in a rematch, because he proved in that fight with Costa he's willing to fight smart. If you notice, he didn't leave himself open too much, and he beat Paulo to the punch almost every time. So that tells me he's gonna mix up some grappling and wrestling. And again, you didn't see it in that fight, but he didn't need to, because Paulo is mostly a striker. But now he knows Dricus is willing to fight with that. So that tells me if he got the better of Dricus the first time with the striking, it might be more competitive this time. But Sean Strickland is proving now he's a smarter fighter. He's a mature fighter since his loss to Pereira. He's willing to do that. So it would not surprise me at all once he fights Dricus again or Izzy again. He mixes it up and makes himself more unpredictable and harder to deal with. So by no means do I doubt he'll fight for the title. Of course he's going to fight for the title. He definitely deserves that title shot next, by the way. More than Izzy does. Okay? But, because he whooped him already. Okay? And a lot of people think he beat Dricus. I don't think he did, just because of the grappling. Now, if he had grappled, he would have won that fight. Because then the grappling exchanges wouldn't be so one-sided, because he didn't try to wrestle. If he did, he'd be champion and would have had another title defense. So he will be champion, don't worry. I mean, again, I love how he responded to that Dricus fight. Came out, took out a top 10 guy who's dangerous, and walked through him for 5 rounds and did not care. Messed up his leg on top of that and won the fight. And backed up. He talked trash a few years ago. If you look back at the Schmo interview, or Helen Yu, whoever it was, he said, I think I could beat him up or whatever it was, and he did. Hey, so come on, guys. UFC, give him what he deserves, man. A title fight. And I think he'll beat either Izzy or Dricus, or hey, give him Robert Whitaker. He'll beat him too, probably.